Hey, my name is Nikki. Welcome to another video. Today I will share with you how you can paint this simple and beautiful landscape with watercolors. I use the colors Phthalo Blue, Green Shade, Quinacridone Rose and Payne's Grey from my Daniel Smith watercolor palette and the color White Gold from my Kuretake watercolors. But you can also use white gouache instead if you want to. For the best results, I highly recommend you to use cotton paper. I use some washi tape to fix the paper on the table so that it won't move around. Today I use my Craftimo round brushes, one in size 8 and a smaller one in size 2. With my mechanical pencil, I make a quick sketch before I start painting. I draw a few mountains for the very background, a few in the center and a few in the foreground. Under the mountains in the foreground, I draw in the shoreline, so that I can see where the mountains end and the lake begins. A small half moon in the left corner of the image, and then I can start painting. First I wet the paper where I will paint the sky. I make sure that I leave out the mountains. If the paper is nice and wet, I start applying Quinacridone Rose in the right corner. I spread the paint in circular motions and leave here and there a bit of white space. Then I mix Phthalo Blue and some Payne's Grey and start to apply it on the left side of the sky. I mix the colors a bit together on the paper, but not too much. I darken the blue mixture with some more Payne's Grey and apply it a second time. If I'm happy with the result, I dry everything with my heat gun. you can also use a simple hairdryer for this step. Watercolor dries lighter. If you feel that your sky has become too light, you can re-wet the paper once it's completely dry and apply another layer of paint. I use my blue-gray color mix diluted with some water to paint the first layer of mountains in the background. I paint the entire mountain range, also the mountains in the foreground. Then I give my brush a quick rinse and blend everything out towards the shoreline of the lake. I dry everything with my heat gun again. For the second mountain range, I use the same color, but a bit more opaque. That means I don't add as much water as I did for the first mountains. This time I skip the mountains in the background. I just paint in the mountains in the center and in the foreground. I just paint in the top and blend everything out towards the bottom. If the second layer is dry, I start painting in the mountains in the foreground. I use the same color mix, but again a bit more opaque. Time to paint the lake. This time I use more blue and just a tiny bit gray in the mix. I start at the shoreline and blend everything out towards the bottom with a clean wet brush. I add a bit more Payne's Gray and paint in the shadow of the mountains. As I wipe the brush from side to side, I apply the paint irregularly here and there to create movement of the water. If everything is dry, I go back in again with the same color. After I have applied the paint on the brush, I dab the brush on a tissue, so that it's quite dry and I can add a little texture to my picture. With some white gold glitter paint, I draw in the moon and the stars on the dark side of the sky. I also paint in some light reflections on the lake. And that's it. The simple watercolor mountain landscape is finished. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, so you won't miss any of my weekly videos. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video, bye bye!